Before you agree to almost anything, your brain quietly runs a scan. What if that doesn't work? What's the backup? You book a trip and, before you even feel excited, you're already thinking, what if the flight gets canceled? And researching alternate routes, you say yes to an event. But you already know where you'll go if it's too loud, too crowded, too much. Even simple things like meeting a friend come with contingencies. If they bail, I'll grab coffee here, or go home and do X, people tell you.
Oh, relax.
Stop overthinking, it'll be fine, but you don't relax until there is a plan B, only when you know. If it fails, I'll do B. Does your body finally loosen a little? And somewhere inside you wonder, why do I always need another plan just to feel okay? What am I really afraid of? If you feel more at peace with 3 backup plans than with one perfect plan, what your brain is doing behind the scenes is something most people like you never get told. And it might completely change how you see this extra side of yourself. The trouble is, the world doesn't see your inner math, it just sees the backups. You've probably heard, you're so dramatic, you always think of the worst. You're such a control freak. Or, can you ever just chill? Friends might laugh at your overly detailed thinking, or a partner might sigh when you bring up yet another just-in-case scenario. On the outside, you shrug and play along, but inside there's that sting of shame. Why can't I just go with the flow like everyone else? Why does my brain always jump to what could go wrong? You start calling yourself paranoid or too much, even though you know. You're not trying to control people, you're just trying not to be blindsided. Most people like you stop there and blame their personality, but that's only because no one ever explained the hidden anxiety your backup plans are quietly managing. What most people don't see is that your constant need for a backup plan isn't just you being extra. It's your brain's way of wrapping itself in a safety blanket when things feel uncertain. Anxiety feeds on not knowing. When there's only one fragile plan and a lot of unknowns, your threat system stays switched on, quietly asking, but what if? Creating a plan B and sometimes C gives that anxious part something solid to hold on to. If this happens, we do that. We're not trapped. You're not obsessed with worst-case scenarios for fun. You're trying to make sure you won't be helpless if things go sideways. In the next part, we'll look at how your brain, your sense of control, your nervous system are all tangled up in this habit, and how you can keep the part that genuinely protects you without letting it run everything in the background. Under the surface, 3 things are usually driving this. First is intolerance of uncertainty. Some people can live with, will see, and feel fine. Your brain doesn't like blank space. When there's only one plan and a lot of unknowns, your mind quietly spins through every what if to try to predict what's coming. Making a backup plan shrinks that unknown instead of endless vague possibilities. You get something concrete. If it fails, I'll do B, your anxiety has less empty space to fill. Second is control as a safety signal. If you've been blindsided before by sudden cancellations, family chaos, emotional explosions, money problems, your nervous system may have learned. When I have no options, I'm not safe. Knowing your alternatives, another route, another plan, another way out, sends a message to your body. I'm not trapped. I have exits. That sense of agency calms the threat system, even if you never end up using Plan B. Third is simple brain load. Keeping all the what-ifs in your head is exhausting. Writing them down, mapping routes. Saving backup links is your way of offloading that mental weight. Once it's stored somewhere, your mind doesn't have to juggle it 24/7. Most people just see you as always prepared or always stressed. They don't. See the anxious system that finally loosens its grip once your options are on the table. The real work now is figuring out when. That safety blanket is helping you sleep in when it's keeping you from ever leaving bed. This is where it gets honest. Your backup plan instinct has real value. It's made you resourceful, less naive, and harder to corner than people who never think ahead. That's a strength. But there's a point where the same instinct stops soothing your anxiety and starts feeding it when you can't commit to anything without 3 escape routes, or you feel more loyal to your plans than to actually living your life. On the surface, it looks smart. Underneath, it can quietly send the message, the world is never safe unless I control every angle. A kinder next step isn't to throw away your backup plans, it's to let them help you, not run you. Keep them for big, high-stakes things. And maybe just as an experiment, let a few small moments unfold without one. If this felt like someone just read both your planner and your nervous system, you're not alone. Subscribe and stay close if you want more videos that decode patterns like this without shaming you. And tell me in the comments what you always need a backup plan for, because next. We're going even deeper into how people like you balance feeling safe with actually feeling alive.